This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I am Shasheena Rolle. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, tourism officials are keeping a keen eye on the Canadian market. Ever since the tragic slaying of British citizen and affluent Canadian businessman Edgar George Dart last month, officials have been monitoring that area for a possible fallout in business. Tonight, the local office manager says from all accounts the tragic shooting is being viewed as an isolated incident and Grand Bahama is still considered a safe destination. Hundreds of tourists travel to Grand Bahama from Canada via Sunwing. But with the murder of 56-year-old Edgar George Dart, a wealthy British citizen living in Canada, many wondered how this incident would affect business in the Canadian market. General Manager of the Grand Bahama Tourism Office, Betty Bethel, says there has been no apparent fallout so far.
It was the most unfortunate situation. It's the worst thing ever that could have happened to us and to the family. And we just pretty much spent our time taking care of the family. Our visitor relations team pretty much took on the role of a care unit. And they just made sure that the family was taken care of, the arriving family members were looked after, and we would just be able to provide any service and assistance that we possibly could. As a matter of fact, we very recently got compliments from the family thanking our visitor relations officer, Monique Lockhart, who is an expert in dealing with these types of situations. And they thanked her for the care and the attention that she paid to them.
Dart was killed over the bridge in the Emerald Bay subdivision before his mother, son, and siblings. Bethel says the ministry continues to work closely with his family, who are still recovering from this tragedy.
As far as Mr. Dart's wife out of Canada, she gave a very positive, if you will, response in the Canadian press about the incident, and pretty much said that it was something that could have happened anywhere. And I believe that those types of comments and the love that the Dart family have of the Bahamas saved us from any further negative press.
Dart's murder gripped headlines across the country and throughout Canada. Bethel says there was no need for a damage control since Canadians still view the Bahamas as a safe destination.
We actually continue to get comments from the surveys that say that guests still feel safe here. So there has not been any need to go out of the way to reinforce the safety. I think most guests that come to Grand Bahama have a sense of safety and security, and we do everything that we can. We're constantly monitoring loopholes to make sure that if there is a window for slippage, we try to close it very quickly.
Dart was the second visitor killed on Grand Bahama for the year. Back in January, 47-year-old Anthony Kyle Welsh was found with multiple stab wounds about the body. Neither case has been solved to date. Police say they are following a number of leads in the Edgar George Dart investigation. Earlier this week, a private entity offered a $25,000 award for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for the visitor's murder. Persons with information are asked to contact the police hotline here on Grand Bahama at 352-1919, 351-9111, 351-9991, or the crime tipsters line at 300-8476, or the nearest police station. Now, police say all information received will be held in the strictest confidence. In other news, the Department of Immigration has issued a statement on the exercise of immigration powers, this coming just hours after the arraignment of 39-year-old Michael Stapleton, a.k.a. Michael Miller, for making threats in writing against immigration officers. The statement issued late yesterday noted that the Minister of Immigration, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, strongly supports the work of immigration officers and that threats of harm against these officers are taken seriously. The public is reminded that immigration officers are empowered under the Immigration Act to arrest without warrant and to enter premises where there is reasonable suspicion of an immigration offense. The statement advises that those dealing with an immigration officer should be courteous and allow the officers to exercise their duties. While officers are trained to be courteous, and where that is not the case, the recourse is to file a formal complaint and the matter will be properly investigated.